Okay, another component of the assignment is going to be our article analysis template. This instructions are for your demand project. Let me put that up there. So the article analysis template, you'll click that. This will show up. What you're doing for this is then you'll have to find an article that influences your product. I mentioned in the other set of instructions that, for instance, if you're doing, uh, you know, um, Yeti cups or something like that, summer awaits, people want colder drinks, that could influence demand. Aluminum could influence the demand for aluminum because that could affect the price of the product. A company going out of business that's in that market, it could affect the demand in there. All right, number of sellers, that kind of stuff. So we have to look at all elements of the market to best understand it. So title of article, the link of the article, date of the article. Do you think after reading this article, the change of the product is going to go up or down? Put some vocabulary terms that you found in the article that are related to economics. You may not find 8 of them. You may find 1 or 2. That's fine. Terms that you found in the article you may have questions about, feel free to put those in there. And then what you're doing is you're telling me whether stuff was discussed or determinants were discussed in the article itself. So you're saying, yes, price of complementary goods changed. If yes, explain. So for instance, if you're doing the Yeti cup, price of complementary goods, you noticed swell dropped in price. That's going to impact demand because that's a substitution that's going to make the Yeti more expensive than a swell. All right. Five and Below started carrying their own versions of the Yeti cup. All right, that's going to affect your demand for the Yeti itself. Okay, so those things have to be kept in mind. Price of substitutes. I'm sorry, I just did that backwards. Substitutes is the swell. A complementary good will be something for the Yeti. Would be let's see here. Oh, a lawn chair that supports the Yeti cup. Camping backpack that supports the Yeti cup. All right, those things will be complementary of the Yeti. All right, so consumers change. No longer is the Yeti cool. Number of potential consumers. People flood the market like they did in the wintertime because we haven't left our homes, right? So we don't need a device that cools and keeps things hot. Taste of consumers change. Again, that kind of fits the same thing. Consumers' expectations about the future. While we do know we're kind of lifting ourselves out of quarantine, we're going to be involved in the world a little bit more. We're going to want to consume more products like a hot and cold beverage. Therefore, we got to bring those with us because we'll be traveling more. The Yeti cup could go up in price. Okay, so these are things you have to keep in mind. These are all the determinants of demand. If they don't mention them in the article, if you have no's for all of them, pick the core article. Okay, you should have at least like 2 determinants of demand for these products. That means you picked a good article, all right, to learn about your product. Okay.